Welcome back to the channel, guys. Episode 9, and as you can see, we are going to be starting once again from scratch. If you remember rightly, in the last episode, guys, we lost 2 of the 5 members, and then just as I started the game up ready to record this episode, another member died straight away, so therefore it was best to just start again. Now, as I remembered, if you do remember in the last episode, guys, I did state that I do have a habit of rushing things, which is possibly why we failed as quickly as we did. So hopefully we'll take things a little bit slower this time, and hopefully get exactly what we want. Now, as you can see as well, guys, we've actually gone for 4 different people on this occasion. 2 of them you may remember, Emmeline and Ken. However, we've also got Grayson and we've got Hugo. The only downside is I've just realised this, as it happens, we've only got 1 woman, which was not intentionally done. I basically went on skills alone, and Emmeline had good cooking skills and made everything taste nice. Grayson's good at working with wood and builds quite twice as fast. Although I've just realised he's got bad lungs. Then we've got Hugo, which I believe is a new member. He's also good at taming animals. And then we've got Ken, as we know, who's a bit of a sadistic one and gets happy from watching people die, or watching things die, you could say. But hopefully we're gonna get on and get things built up. Now, as it happens, we've actually landed in a relevantly nice area. We've got water close by straight away. We've also got the corn nearby. I was hoping that would be mushrooms, but I don't think it is. We've also got leather just over here, and we've got plenty of the pumpkin stuff. And we have got actual mushrooms very close by as well. So I think, ideally, we shall crack on and we'll literally build across here. We're going to go straight into there, and we're going to get these 3 items all observed. And we've got these berries as well, and that way we can get them up and running. I'm going to get these observed as well, just so that I don't forget, because if you remember rightly, in the first time I did this, I did have a habit of forgetting to do certain things. And that looks like a potential new... Oh, do you know what, guys? I actually thought that was a fruit. It's actually a bug. And by bug I mean an actual in-game bug, not a graphical bug. Right, and then I also want to get these mushrooms done, because I need them when it comes to medicinal purposes. We have got the birds nearby, but we've established already that they don't really attack, which is a good thing. And then we've got quite a few of these mushrooms nearby, and we're going to get these observed as well. I'm putting these things in place now. I'm not saying they're going to get done straight away. What I think I am going to do is go straight into the actual schedule. Not that schedule, the activity, sorry. We'll put people where we want them. Let's stick it on simple, and we'll go down these straight away and try and get these put in the relevant orders. Now, as it happens, Emmeline, she's got healing. Obviously, Chris hasn't got any. And we'll put Ken down to 2, just because he's got it there. We're going to leave... Excuse me. Sorry, guys, bit of a coffee fit there. We're going to leave handling on all of them on 3. So that when it comes to loading fires, getting firewood and so on, they'll all do this. And then we've got construction, which we know, as I mentioned earlier on, that will be Grayson's domain. So we're going to stick him on there. Hunting is Emmeline. In fact, it's actually Ken. We will put him on 1, although let's face it, he won't be doing it straight away anyway, so it's not a problem. And then on harvesting, we've also got Hugo, who's interested in doing that. And I'm literally going to flick for these guys, because I'm sure you have all seen this by now. But if you are new to the channel, guys, I just want to say thank you for checking the videos out. I have noticed there has been an increase in video watched of recently. Although I will admit, the actual not many people have been hitting the subscribe button, but I appreciate, obviously, people want to watch more than one video before they decide. Obviously, if you are at survival games, city builders, or simulations, and by all means do consider hitting subscribe so you get notified when I do upload next, as well as when I do live streaming. Now, unfortunately, my live streams have been put a bit on the back burner recently, but that's hopefully going to get resolved very soon. Right, guys, so I've gone through all the relevant activities that I need to do, so obviously these will get changed as we go through, and I've just gone through and also put schedules in so that I've got one worker and one person that can fight working at the same time. So Grayson doesn't do any sort of combat. Hugo has a little bit, but it's Ken and Emily that do the most combat skills. So I've made sure they're paired up with someone who's not as experienced. They've also got relevant times in there to work, as well as some relaxation times and little sections where they can relax prior to sleep. So that's up and running. Let's go ahead and put it on 1 speed just for the time being. We've still got things falling from the sky, so hopefully it's not going to damage us too much. And I think what we'll actually start doing as well is we'll build on the just another piece of land over there as well, and we're still getting more pieces of land over in this section. I think what we're actually going to do is start building up on this area, and then we can build around the lake, so to speak, the little river. Grayson's off observing, so as Emily, and I'm guessing some of the guys will be getting some stuff done, as well as picking up some salvaging stuff. And at the moment, we've got Hugo who sat there crying because he is. One thing we need to do, guys, is we just need to go into our health section and make sure that no one is eating any raw foods, because that would just be wrong and potentially cause us some issues in the future. Right, let's go into our camp, and we are going to need some shelter straight away. I'm tempted to leave the actual... I'd rather have wooden ones, because we can use the metal for other things. Let's just go into here and select all that dot for cutting down and get that all up and running. In fact, let's just get this entire area just cut down. Right, let's put that on a bit of a fast pace just to get rid of that lot. And then we can start looking at getting things put in. Like I say, we'll build a small base down here, but we will be building in the same area. So the good thing is, anything we get moving now, we're not going to have to worry about moving it from large locations further up in the hill and bringing it down and wasting time like we did the first time round, or I should say the last time round. That can be mined out as it happens, and so can this, just to get rid of them. And we've also discovered our first broadland tree, so that's good. Let's go ahead, and we should be able to go ahead and put this in place now. Apparently we can't, even though I can see we've got 259, but we've got no hay. Which is news to me. I didn't realise we had to have hay. That might be a new thing, since I noticed there has been a lot of updates. Let's just go ahead, if that's the case, and put some metal places in, just for the time being. And we'll get this up and running. Let's just do that straight away and do a copy on the back of that. And I think on this occasion, I'm actually going to do this in a 4-block uneven terrain. Just to really knock me. Right, let's deconstruct that then, if that's the case, because there's no point using it if we can't do it. We can't put it there because of the terrain. Hopefully we can do it here. No, we can't, so I'm glad I checked that what I did. Right, we might have to put it up the side of here if that's the case, because there's definitely enough to do that there. What I'm planning on doing is actually try and do a 4-block side by side, so we can put our storage and a little place to work in together, rather than having them separate. And it's a lot of metal, but we'll get this back later on as we expand. And it does help if you actually put those properly. Whoops. Right, so we've got our little place here. It's not ideal, but it's going to give us a chance to just get some beds in there, because the guys are going to need to sleep. And I'm not going to make this anything flash, guys, to be quite honest with you, to start off with. It's just something to get them up and running. And we'll get a little fire just about there to keep them up and running. We've also got the grain corn already done, which is good. Hugo's currently idle. I'm not totally sure why. And we've got our stockpiles that can go right across the back of there. And I'm going to put them down this one wall. Let's just store that a minute while we go ahead and put in our research table, as we are going to need it. And then we can go ahead and put some more storage in just on the side there. We can now add on the back of this if need be. And the good thing is as well, because we've already just started getting the corn up and running, we can see that this area is okay for corn. So we could probably go ahead and start putting we've actually got beef berries. They're a new one. Beef berry. Right then. Soft, not sturdy vegetable used for cooking. That's a new one on me. But let's go ahead and we'll start putting our small farms in there. A landing pod and spaceship debris contains a variety of useful resources such as emergency rations, first aid kits, scrap metals, electronic components and equipment. The only drawback is that they never know exactly what you might get there. So the salvage is not long term. We already know this, so let's just come out of that, close that down, and let's get this salvage so we can start getting some stuff on that. I meant to do that straight away, to be quite honest with you. But let's go ahead and start putting our farms in. I know it did. I know it said there it's only going to give us about 80% growth, but it's better than nothing at all. And I'm just trying to see. We've got quite a large area over here, so we can just do these at the side. Again, this is just to get us up and running, guys. Once we're more established, we can look at changing things around. We don't need to worry about the trees just yet. Obviously, we've still got these to do. They're currently on 62%, so they'll be getting sorted as well. Now, if you remember rightly, guys, we never ever did get these tubes. He emphasised the tubes there. Observed. So let's go ahead and get them on pretty much straight away as well, which would be good. And we need to start looking at trees as well and getting a load of trees cut down. Let me just go ahead and just select this area and get all these trees cut down so we've got plenty there. And hopefully we'll get this up and running pretty quickly. As it happens, they're all sleeping. They shouldn't be. I think there's actually a period where they all overlap by about an hour. But yeah, we have actually managed to scavenge some metal, so we will be able to get something done on that. Let's go here and start looking at getting some equipment done. I want to get the metal refinery in. We also want to look at weaponry. We'll get the weaponry in first. We'll get our tailoring table, lightning rod, furnace, and then these construction of the ship, so we get more this in. So I'm getting this put in so we can get some weapons for the guys that haven't got any. And then we'll get our tailoring so we can get started and get some clothes made up straight away. We've got lightning rods to cover us for when we get like bad lightning weather. And obviously we get our metal refinery in early on this time so that we've got plenty of time to get alloys and everything built up over time. And then we can obviously start looking at breaking down all the spaceships altogether. Right then, what I want to do is on this wooden area, I just want to go into, take that off. Let's go into, we should be able to change this as to what it goes on here. There we are. We want to put raw foods, cooked foods, and we don't want any crafting materials on here. Anything else can go on here, but not crafting materials. And then on the floor, we want everything but construction materials on the floor and crafting materials. So let's copy that. Let's put it over here. Just make sure these are all right. It looks as though that hasn't saved correctly. Crafting materials don't want to be on there. That's coming together pretty well, and as you can see, we've got quite a lot of stuff in there. Now at the moment, Ken, as you remember rightly, is our avid person when it comes to killing skill, like weaponry. So we'll give him the only gun that is available for the time being. They do need to get this fire up and running pretty quickly, right? Which requires scrap metal. But as you can imagine, guys, we've used a lot of the scrap metal just building the base, which has not been good. And the good thing is we can now harvest this because we've already observed it. There's quite a lot of corn around here that happens, so it'll come in handy. The quicker we get that fire up and running as well, the quicker we get some food grown. Food cooked, rather than concentrated purely on eating the rations that we've already got. So we've got the glitter caps up and running as well now, so I'm going to go ahead and get those in, guys, because as you might remember, these come in handy when it comes to medicines and so on. And we've also got the butter melon as well put in. So I'm going to put a decent gap between these this time round. And the butter melons actually allow us to have a longer area. Good. Now with that being the case, it means we can actually harvest them. It looks as though something's been getting beaten over here because we've got meat over there. We can get that scavenged, and we can also get these berries. Oh, Petulia bush is not what I thought it was. Let's get that observed. That's called a twisted plant. Is that the same one? It is the same one. Just double checking there. And the good thing is we've got all these berries over here that we can be using. But I'd rather get them scanned first and observed before we do anything else. Let's just zoom back in here. Now, at the moment, guys, we're currently running it on full speed. We've only been here 4 days and 20 hours, so almost 5 days. But again, no one seems to be wanting to do the construction. Let me just go into the construction activity and find what's going on there. Because it seems to be that no one wants to be doing it. And I think it's partly to do with the fact that Grayson's doing a lot of the actual shelters rather than anything else, which is not a bad thing, but these guys are going to start getting hungry before long and tired. And at the moment, I think we've got Ken purely on scavenging, so let's just knock him down. For some reason, we've got him on number 2 for that, which I don't know why. Could probably an oversight on my behalf. That'll do for now. Observing. We've got others on there. But we've managed to get some boots by the looks of it. So it looks as though our whispering that the crash was intentional. Ooh, people have started to talk already. The crash was not intentional, guys. It was a malfunction. It was human error, but there we go. I'm joking because I don't know what the actual action was either. Right, we've got the fire up running. Let's go ahead and try and get some food in place. We've got plenty of grain. So let's go. Oh, we put together a camp as quick as we could. Considering the current circumstances, we are not sleeping in the day. We have a roof over our heads and a fire to illuminate the dark, uncertain nights. And most importantly, we have survived. To us, this feels like an achievement worth honouring. We should get together around the campfire and celebrate at 7 o'clock tonight. We will do it. Just because we can. And I think the guys need a bit of a rest. Well, let's go ahead and get a load of grain put in. When it comes to porridge and what have you. We've also got a bit of veg. So we won't do a full lot. We'll just do 3. Which require buttercups and glitter. Melons and glitter caps, sorry. And then we'll also go ahead and do the meat. And again, we'll only do 3. So they're up and running. So at least we're going to have food. And it looks as though Emmeline's already cooking. Look at those shelves. I think that's the best I've ever seen the shelves so far. Now then, have we actually managed to get the tailoring done? No, we're getting the weaponry done though, which is good. Let me just have a quick look on this area. How are we getting on? Right, okay. We've also got the pickles available to us, which would be good because it means we can then start looking at jams and preservatives, so on. And we've also got the antibiotics. So as soon as this is taken off, we'll put the antibiotics on. We've got aggressive animals attacking. Let's just pause that. Where are they? Wow, this is happening very quickly. Ken, you're up, mate. And let's get you over there. Unfortunately, no one else is able to get a weapon because we haven't got any. So let's hope he gets these all taken out. Otherwise, we could lose Ken early on. I'm hoping that's not the case. They're currently attacking them at the moment. And it looks as though... Oh, hang on. No, it looks like they're coming forward. If we move Ken slightly forward, it might get them in the ring, and he might start taking a couple out early on. That was nice and easy. We'll move him forward ever so slightly, just to get them in the ring, so he takes one out at a time, hopefully. Oops, he's already getting attacked. He's not doing too well, is our Ken. And unfortunately, I don't know how anyone else is going to help him. I don't know how, but I think he's just managed to do it. We've still got a couple of them around. We've got one over here attacking the corn. But if we can get him to attack that one first, with him having a gun, and he's quite a distance away, he might be able to take the most of the heat off before he gets any closer to him. And he's missed every shot so far. And he's the best fighter. That's not a good sign, is it? We've still got 9 to kill. Like, for some reason, we told Hugo to come out and help us, and Hugo's went, not a chance. And I can see why he said that, because he hasn't got anything to kill with. Let's just get Ken moved up a little bit closer then. We've got this guy here, he can take him out. My concern is that as it happens, he's not actually injured anymore. He's had a chance to recover. Ken, just fight. Don't have to go to the exact spot, mate. Yeah, we might have to get Ken out of here. I don't know how he's fighting. It shows he's got a knife, but I don't know where he's got it from because no one else has got one. Take the big one out, Ken. Take the big one out. Hopefully the babies won't bugger off. I don't know how it is. I mean, I know they said he gets excited over watching things die. But somehow, Ken has managed to kill them all off. Good lad, Ken. Unfortunately, Hugo sat around and just thought, you know what? Ken's doing a good job. We'll leave him do it. Right, we need to get one of these observed. And then we need to get the rest of them butchered. That little one over there in the corner. Right, let's put it back on full speed. Hopefully Ken will get the treatment he needs. Now, with it being episode 1, guys, of the new season, with the last one not going as planned, we might make this one a now's episode, just to get us a bit more ground in and get things observed and get us up and running. Like I say, guys, if you are into this type of game or you're enjoying the series or any of the series that are currently on the channel, please do consider hitting subscribe. Give a good old smack and turn on notifications so you get notified when we go live. When we do go live as well, guys, bear in mind I do multiplayer games, so the viewers do get the chance to join me as well, just to get a bit of camaraderie going and a bit of fun. It's always nice to have more than me just doing all the talking. You can take all these out now, actually, while we're here. Let's just go ahead and get all that. And hopefully we're going to get these ants, oh sorry, should say these beetles up and running shortly as well. We've got the campfire up and running. What are we like on weapons? I wish we'd hurry up and get those weapons sorted. Let's just go back into research. Who's doing the research? As you can see, as it happens as you go through, Grayson's got a lot of the work to do, unfortunately. So we will have to get other people trained up as we go through. Insufficient storage space. Surprise, surprise. Right, let's go back into the camp then. Let's go like that. Can we get one of these put in now? Yes, we can. Good. And I think what we'll end up doing is taking these metal ones down eventually and replacing them with the wooden ones. Just because wood's easier to get than it is metal at the moment. Just make sure I haven't messed up there. And then we can go ahead and put all the storage in across. We'll do a full across there. And can we put one across there as well? We'll wait till that's been put in. And then we've got our storage we can put right across the back. It might not let me put that one there in the corner. That should keep us going okay. Now, my only concern is these birds are here. These birds, so far, have never attacked us unless we've hit them accidentally. Discovered scarabée. Is that the ants? A bug observed looks like an overgrown version of the pest known as and hated by many worlds. We know them as possibly a cockroach. Right, okay, so we've got them unlocked now, which is good. We could do with getting one of these observed. Oh, my name is Vivian Bazzari. I believe we've met on the ship. My escape pod crashed badly and everyone else died. I fended on my own as best as I could, but my rations ran out quickly and I started losing hope. I walked into the wild for days after seeing smoke from this direction. Please let me stay with you. Of course you can, fellow shipwrecker. The good thing is, or the downside is, we've got a weapon. We've got another person as a mouth to feed. Let's just go back in and make sure that they have got. Where is it? No raw food. Let's see. So they've got 4 speeds when it crafting fabrics, and they can't perform any healing tasks. Their favourites are grain porridge. Just as lucky, really, because it's about the only thing we have got. Let's have a look at what their skill sets is. No combat, no construction. They have got cooking, crafting, and farming. So if that is the case, let's go into here then, and let's have a look. Vivian. She's got no construction, so we're going to take her off of that for now. We'll put her. Well, actually, we'll leave her on 5 because it'll give her a chance to actually get some on there. Hunting. Just make sure that has actually moved. I don't think it did. No. We'll take her off that altogether for the time being. She could do a bit of harvesting. It's not a problem. Same goes for cutting. Ranch. We'll take her off. Planting. Again, we'll take her off. She did say she was good at some of the stuff, so we'll put her on them eventually. Cooking, I think, was one of them. So we'll leave her on cooking. She's also interested in crafting, so we'll put that on there as well. I'm just going to put her everything on this for the time being. Cool. One less thing to worry about. Right, what we're going to look at now is see if we can get one of these observed. I don't think we've ever got one observed just yet. We've discovered, what's this? Hempatoconia. Ooh, we finally, this is that tubular thing. The strange plant may be a rare thing native to this world. I've named it Heptoni. I don't know how you pronounce that because of its distinctive shape. It produces sweet syrup which can be harvested and used for cooking. I wouldn't say no to drinking it raw either. It seems to be safe. Sweet syrup, right? Okay, so that could give us things like honey, good for cooking, sweet and sour, that type of stuff. That's brilliant. And we've also got our weaponry up and running as well now, guys. So we can actually get some weapons made. Let me just go into production. Have we got... Yes, we have got a workbench. Why I didn't put that in beforehand, I do not know. Let's just take that out. In fact, can I just not just block that one item? Nope. Okay, then. Let's go ahead, if that's the case. The good thing is we don't have to worry about all this coming down anytime soon because we can use this all the time till we get the main places up and running. Get that in there, and at least that way we can look at getting weaponry done. We need an additional bed. Of course we do. On this occasion, it's probably best doing it that way. It's not how I'd normally do it, but it saves me having to take the fire down. It took us long enough to get the one we've got. And we've got the actual table running. Good. Let's go ahead and see what we can get. So we need to get some spears made. At least 4. What else can we do in here as well? Oh, slop. Mixed slop from any raw food. What on earth would you need mixed slop for? Happiness. I'm not surprised it's -12. It's a last resort eat. Yeah, you're alright. We'll leave that for now. Let's get some glitter caps put in. In fact, let's just go 10 on that. And then we've got craft some bandages. Oh, we've even got the veggie armor now. Let's just have a quick look. We've got the skin back, which is the veggie armor we know of. The Guju. Is that the bird? The flightless bird reminds me of an animal from my home planet, so I give it the name Guju. Unlike the calm bird that I know of, this one is quite feisty, and seems to have a taste for meat. It mostly sleeps during the day and hunts during the night. It's a fast runner and doesn't envy its prey, nor its hunter trying to catch up with it. It also seems to have a strong bond with its mates. Right, in other words, if one attacks, they all do. So we'll have to keep that in mind, because we'll definitely have to get some fighting things set up in the future. The good thing is we've also got armor up and running as well now. So if we go into... We haven't got that one. It'll be the tailoring bench we need. And I don't know if we've actually got the tailoring thing done yet. If we go into... Where is it? Furniture? It won't be furniture, surely. Production. Let me just double check on the research. That's because it's still getting done. Right, okay, at least we know. Now, the good thing is if we get these... if we can get the actual axes and everything up and running, they can all have a weapon to give themselves a little bit of a chance. She's now got a spear. And just to top things off, it started to rain. And while we're doing that, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and put some torches in around the area just to give us a little bit of extra chance of getting some light in, so that if we do get attacked, we can actually see what's going on. The only thing is, Vivian will be absolutely drenched at the moment because she won't have a roof over her head. Right then, just thinking that, guys, I've just thought that because we've had another item, a couple of items we could put in actually, but I'm not going to worry about so much about the skin back because there's always some of that growing nearby. But this heifer stuff we'll put in. Ooh, that doesn't grow very well there at all. We'll grab some of this. It seems to grow better on some sort of like hardened soil. Good thing is that we've now got the bench. Taylor's bench can go in there. And then once that's up and running, we can get some armour done and some clothing done for the guys. Have we got any weaponry yet? So we've got one for you. Nothing for you yet. Discovered a fruit bush. The pectilla bush gives small sweet fruit. With that, it could be eaten safely and used for cooking or wine making. Oh, little nice past history of mine. Hopefully getting some wine made this year as it happens. Right. I'm going to go ahead and get all this cut down here. Because we could do with it all, to be quite honest. And then we'll get some berries over there because it'd be nice because it'll get plenty of fluids in that as well from the riverbed because it'll be in the soil. Plus, as we've already seen, there is plenty of rain. The only thing I've just realised there, guys, we haven't given Vivian a sleeping pattern. I'm going to match her up with this bottom one. There we go. Otherwise, she'd be absolutely knackered. Right. He's got a spear. I'm making sure we give these as we get them as soon as we can. So that if we do eventually get attacked, I'm going to be a bit more covered. I think what I might do as well on this occasion, guys, is I might actually build a separate fence around the actual farmed area compared to the main base. Oh, bloody hell. They went for him a bit quick, didn't they? They did not care. Right, we've got the lightning rod. And if that is the case, I think Vivian has just made herself a spear. We all have weapons of some sort. I don't think we've got any more guns yet. No, we haven't. Right, so I think we've actually exhausted that entire... Yes, we have. So that's been the case. Let's look at the next closest piece to get scavenged. Get that up and running. And now that we've started to get this opened up, I'll go ahead and put in our berries. Fruit bush. Which is not going to let me put it where I want. And again, it's another pretty long one. And Grayson's crafting's got up better. Right, defences. We need fences putting in. So let's go ahead and start putting... to be honest with you, if it's only the food, then I'll just put these normal fences in for now. And then when it comes to the actual camps, we'll use the different ones. And we'll just put some little gates in here as well. Fence gate. One in there. We will put another one over there as well. That way, if the guys need to get some cover, they can. The reason why I've done that is because if the animals are just going purely for food, they could be doing that while we're attacking them from a different area. And we haven't got any other things up here we can use yet, just for defences and so on. Right, we're getting through this pretty good at the moment, guys. Let's go ahead and get antibiotics on there straight away. We'll get some coffee in there, because I'll be needing one myself very shortly. We've got all perspective. There are many places that you can find. Oh, it's just a training out to spot them. That takes 3 days. It's nice to have, but it takes 3 days. And we definitely want to get this in. This sleeping cycle. Which might be good to get in now. I know it's 5 days, considering I've just been saying that ours takes 3. Probably good to get that in. In fact, tell a lie, I want to get that in first. And let's go ahead and get some more trees cut down. So this particular episode has been a little bit more productive, I've found, compared to the last one. We've got a lot more crops in place. We've definitely got a better landing location. Nice big flat open area. Not much place to travel so far, but we've got loads of stuff nearby. We haven't actually scanned these things yet. They'll give us the silicon. Have I just seen something else up there that I haven't seen before? Oh no, it's just those mushrooms. The only thing we haven't come across just yet is the cotton. But I have a habit of coming across that by accident in most cases. And the good thing is we've got a water source nearby. Have I just selected something in there? What's that? Oh, it's just rocked in the water. Hugo is in the risk of a meltdown. Why, Hugo? What is up with you, mate? Let's have a look. Crushingly unhappy, could develop meltdown at the moment. Hungry, few things to do, disturbing sleep. Right, okay. What we like for food at the moment? Reach limit. Okay. Let's go back in there then. Let's get some more of them put on. Reach limit. Alright, well, we've got 10 in stock, have we? We've already got 11 in stock. Oh, cool. What about meat? Not enough resources, so we'll leave that one in there then. And the vegetables, we've got 2 in stock, but we are making them, so let's put that up one because we can get them. And we've also got the rations we can make as well, if need be. And look at that, we've got another attack on the way. And where are they? Oh, they are closer than I expected them to be. Right then, we've got we've got Ken, sorry. Let's get him drafted over here. And the good thing is, all the guys have all got weapons now. So we'll get those. We're going to get these 3. We'll leave Grayson to crack on, because he's our main builder. Hopefully, this will go in the right direction. That one's a bit of a big one. I like the way I think it was Vivian just stood there while it waited to come to her. There's a load over there getting absolutely annihilated at the moment. So far, Vivian's absolutely thingy. So let's go to Vivian and say undraft. Let's get her back. These 3 can continue on. He's already passed out by the looks of it. There's a red one there. I don't know what that red one is. That is different. So we'll have to make sure we get that red one scanned and observed. And as you can see, all the guys are injured of some sort now. This is the last one. Cool. Let's get them all undrafted. We want that one. Ooh, it's exactly the same as the others, apparently. It doesn't need observing. Oh, okay. Just a different colour. Explosive. So that's what it is. It's an explosive one. And the good thing is, we're going to get some meat off that lot. And hopefully, these will get healed. Who is the healer in the camp? It is actually Emmeline, who is actually ill herself. What's Emmeline doing? She's alright. He's sleeping. I'm just going to make sure that these guys aren't actually bleeding out. Not life-threatening. Right, okay. So where is Vivian? She should be in there, if that's her. Awaiting treatment. It looks as though Emmeline's actually on the actual case. Right, while we're waiting for that, who is our butcher? Surprise, surprise. Oh, it's actually Emmeline. No, it isn't. It could actually be Ken. So Ken should be out there collecting all that meat. So that's it for episode 9, guys. I apologise. Obviously, it's another brand new start, but sometimes you just got to take your time and I have a habit of rushing. Hopefully, this is going a little bit better this time round. Excuse me. Like I say, guys, if you are new to the channel, I do appreciate you do check the videos out. It does mean a lot, and I'm hoping to go full time with the streaming again very shortly. And on that note, guys, hope you've enjoyed the episode, and shall hopefully catch you all in the next one. On that note, take care. I'll see you all soon. Ciao for now.